And I think for Utah, something's going to come to a head. They're going to have to do something to shake that team up because the way they're going right now is only working so far, right? They're hitting the ceiling year after year after year. And if Mitchell, kind of recognizes that, then it might be curtains for him in Utah.
So, I mean, this is a team that started out hot. I mean, they're still in a good position right now in the West. They have, they're fifth. They're 48-32, but February and March, both months, they went 10-10. So they've been straight 500 since the beginning of February. So that doesn't make anybody happy when you're on a winning team. No one wants to just play 500 basketball. If you're on a bad team, heck, we'd be ecstatic in Detroit. Teams playing 500 basketball, hell yeah. But a team like this, obviously not. And, the apparently butting heads. I mean, look, we all remember what happened in March of 2020, the COVID fiasco, and Rudy Gobert touching all the microphones right there in front, just kind of having a laugh about it. That was shown, God, how many thousands of times on TV after that? What wasn't shown is that apparently Gobert went back to the locker room and started touching all of his teammates' stuff in the locker room as an apparent joke to Quinn Snyder, their head coach, bringing in health officials to discuss how serious the COVID-19 pandemic really was. So that obviously irked a lot of teammates the wrong way, especially Donovan Mitchell. That definitely got out there for public knowledge. And, they say they let bygones be bygones, but, now we're seeing this thing that came out that Quinn Snyder has actually commented on, where someone pointed out that Donovan Mitchell passes the ball to Rudy Gobert twice a game, not 2 assists per game, but actually physically passes the ball to his center twice a game. And they use Trae Young and Clint Capella as an example where they have at least 2 assists every game. Now, is it a fair comparison? I would say no. Trae Young is the primary ball handler in Atlanta, and Spider is not. He's your shooting guard. Yeah, he handles the rock, but he's not your point guard. So he's not your primary ball handler. But generally, you pass the guys you like more or trust more, and he's not giving the ball to his big-time center, so that definitely adds to the heat on top of everything else that we've heard regarding their relationship.
Yeah, I mean, should he pass the ball to Gobert more? Probably. It's not like they're LeBron James and Russell Westbrook, where they're still trying to learn how to play with each other. Mm-hmm. Mitchell should know where Gobert likes the ball. He should know all the spots on the floor that Rudy Gobert, who's limited offensively, granted, so maybe you don't want to pass him the ball too much.
Right.
He should know all of his tendencies and be able to get him the ball and get him engaged on offense, because that's typically what you do when you have someone who's dominant on the defensive end. The Pistons tried it with Ben Wallace. The Celtics even tried it with Kendrick Perkins, where you get them the ball a little bit, make them feel involved on offense, and then they'll give you the defense and the rebounding and the stuff that you really want from them. And I think it is a pretty damning stat that he only passed him the ball 2 times a game, because it's not a small sample size. We're not a week into the season. This is a full 80 games in. This team knows what they are. It's a team, again, that's been together a long time.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on a what?